Matthew, though, what we see with Matthew is somebody who tries to play the nice guy. That is what essentially what that he's doing. He's playing the nice guy role. And what do we say about the nice guy role, guys? We keep telling you guys, nice guys are not good guys. Here's the difference between nice guy and a good guy. The nice guy, okay, the nice guy uses kindness as a manipulation tool. His kindness and his niceness, it's got nothing to do with you. It's all about manipulating you and to getting you into a position of you thinking they are good. The nice guy the nice guy has bad boundaries oftentimes, okay? They're not very assertive, all right? And they try to manipulate to get their way in a situation between you and them. They use guilt tripping. They tell elaborate stories. They try all of the things in the book they can to try and get you into a position where you like them, but based upon their niceness, not based upon who they are, but based upon their niceness. Oh, I've been nice to you, so you should love me. Right? Be very careful of those kind of people. And so when he says, "Oh, if you want the guy that's very that's attention seeking, out there, blah 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 blah," but it's guys like me that long lasting. It's guys like me that last long. I'm like, huh? Let me go back. Let me just go back. I'm gonna play it for you one more time, guys. Okay, all right, yeah. Look at this. Is
a lot of people that do that, and I think a lot of women are attracted to it.
Right.
But long term, I think guys like me win more.
Now let's pause it. They're gonna give me a copyright strike. Listen. Did you see Amber's face? Did you see Amber's face? The problem with Amber is she sees the red flags, but she doesn't stop. Right? She sees the red flags, but doesn't stop. And listen, we all have our time in our season. We all do some madness. I can't lie to you. But she saw the red flag and didn't want to stop. Right? Because her face told us she heard something that was wild. Okay? She was like, wait, hold on a minute. He's talking about the fact that how is he talking about the fact that, he's good? Like, with the situation when he's talking about the fact that, that guys like him last long. What do you mean guys like you? Why are you putting yourself on a pedestal? That's the most important part you have to understand as well, right? When you're dating somebody, listen to how they talk about themselves and others. I always find it as a red flag when people talk in third person, and when obviously as well, and also when people pedestalize themselves, right? So you got two things. People that pedestalize themselves are a problem, and people that obviously downgrade themselves are also a problem. But I feel like people who pedestalize themselves oftentimes, no, I don't. They're both as bad because they can both lead to manipulation, right? But the fact that he was trying to compare himself to other dudes, I keep saying this. This is why also Clay's a problem, because he keeps comparing himself to another dude, talking about how can somebody. You never voice this out your head, right? Why would you tell me? And Clay's another issue. Why would you tell us that, my competition, I should never, I hate when I'm competing against somebody who's not on my level. You're the fool. You are the fool. That you think someone's not on your level, you're the fool. You're the fool. If you think someone's not on your level, but they're beating you, you're the fool. Your arrogance precedes you and you don't realize you're an arrogant fool. And that's the problem. You should never consider somebody who you think is not on your league and not consider them. That's how you fall. Right? You're in competition. Okay? You're always going to be competing against somebody, and you should always respect your competitors. People that don't respect their competitors, they aren't sensible people. Now, that doesn't mean you should have confidence in yourself. By all means, be confident. Believe that you are the one and only. Believe that no one else can touch what you do. But when you voice out those thoughts and you talk about no one's on my level like that, it often comes from a place of arrogance in your heart. That doesn't mean that we don't have thoughts in our brain. We do. But when you're voicing it out like that, you got some arrogance. So Clay too is not a problem. But the fact that Matthew voiced that out was like, there's other guys, but me personally, I'm the, guys like me win long term. Yeah, they do. You know why? Because they're bastards. All right? They're bastards. Okay? So, yeah, Matthew was a problem. Okay? All right? Matthew was an absolute problem, to say the least, right? In that particular episode. Let me talk about episode 2. I want to get some of the things that were happening there. And this is why I said about the emotional F-boy, because when they get you into a particular place, they get you into an emotional space where it's going to be very hard to disagree with what he's saying because you're going to feel some type of way. right? So in this instance now, what you're seeing with Matthew is that he plays upon the fact that she's bought into him emotionally. Okay? But let's be honest, the brother said he wanted to leave with another woman. And said the same thing to you. So it can never be, there's different levels of deepness. And then played on the fact that I need to call your dad. Hey! I can't wait to do Dark Arts breakdowns. Then the guy said about, I need to talk to your dad before I actually, I need to call your dad. So before I, basically pop the question, I don't want to be disrespectful in a sense, right? He said that to Amber. Found out obviously her dad has passed away and was like, look, I need to talk to your mom, make sure your mom this and that. I need to call my mom, let her know I found the one that I wanted. See, let me tell you something. Where Matthew is even beyond emotional F-boy. Okay? I want to call this, I have another few videos coming out. I call him the superstar F-boy. They're willing to do whatever. It's like not even superstar. I call them principalities and powers, probably on the edge of being narcissistic. But they are willing to use anything because, you see, there is honor amongst thieves. Okay? Hear me correctly. Is that what okay. There is honor amongst thieves. Okay? Let me just say this now. There are honor amongst thieves. What do I mean by this? F-boys have a little level of code of conduct. Okay? All right? There's a code of conduct we play by. Now, a little bit of a lie here, a little bit of a lie there. That's part of the code of conduct. You can do a little bit of that, right? A little feigning of a story, a little exaggeration of a story, we can do that, right? But things like people's dead parents, playing in the face of parents and stuff like that is going beyond the game. At that point, you're at the point of I want to destroy you. And that is beyond emotional F-boy. See, the emotional F-boy wants to sell a dream. And of course, he wants the person to be drawn in. But you have a limitation. When you go past that, you're trying to destroy the person. That's completely different. Right? At that point, he's moving into a very dark, dangerous space. We've gone beyond. You know what I'm saying to you? At that point, we've gone beyond. So that's a completely different conversation when it comes to Matthew's behavior. When I heard him do that, I was like, whoa. I said, there might be a little bit of narcissism here. Right? There might be a little bit of narcissism here because this is very different to how he wants to play the game. There is honor amongst thieves. When you play the game, you don't want to play. You have a heart. You don't want to be, playing games on someone's dead parents. You don't want to. There's a level to your madness and there's a level to how much you want to go to. And that's one of the levels